Hi guys, this is Katja with Creator's Image. I'm showing you a Forever Memories Keepsake album today. The occasion, alas, is very sad for me personally because my father just passed away, and I made this album to gather some pictures of him to remember him. I'm showing this to you anyway because I'm sure some of you have these occasions as well in their lives, and this is a perfect way to keep your memories together and sort of focused on a theme. Now let's start with the cover. This is the DCWV's Immortal Love paper, and this word forever is already in the paper, so it's very fitting, I think. And this is a wooden cutout that I bought. Then I painted it black, and then I just dabbed it with some silver paint and sort of a metallic red, mixing the colors until I thought it was fine. So creating sort of a antique silver look, and I just stuck that on the paper. So you have forever in the paper and then memories here. This is a wooden heart. It was already black, so I thought I'd just use it for this piece here. And then I worked with some feathers. I love to work with feathers, so I did that as well here. And I stuck some roses from my stash into it as well. This flower here was actually a hairpiece that I bought especially for scrapbooking, so I have not worn this in my hair, but these are ideal scrapbook pieces. You just remove the actual clip from it and then stick it down with some hot glue. And then here is a bag. I think it's sort of an organza. I'm not sure how to call this material, but it's see-through, as you can see. So for now I put a card that I bought. It is a piece of art, and the colors of course were perfect for this paper here. So I stuck that in the bag here. And then of course you can put a photo of your loved one into this as well, or some other memorabilia. I'm going to do a photo. The binding, as you see here, is a cinch, and I used a 1 1/4 inch rings. Now of course I have to fill this album, but I just stuck a piece of cardstock here so you can see that there is a pocket, and what I did here was make use of the pattern already in the paper, and I just cut along this pattern here, creating sort of a slit, and you can do a photo. So this is a photo mat for now. I'll probably do some corner chomping, but I'll have to print the photos first. And here another organza pocket or bag, tiny one this time. I think I will put some small photos here. Here is a room for a photo. Let me take this photo mat here just to show you this border here. So you can stick some photos into that or just glue them like so. And then I use the same punch here on the cardstock. Now here's room for larger photos. This is a ribbon that has some glitter on it. Beautiful ribbon, I think. Here's a border pocket. Just a piece of paper that I used my corner chomper here. And then you can stick some larger photos. This is the inside. This, by the way, is not of the Immortal Love paper. It's just a single sheet that I had in my stash and thought matched well. This is a pocket page. Now the paper itself had these curls in the pattern, but dark gray, subtle. And I decided to use some stickles and just draw over these curls in the paper. So using these as my guideline and creating a bit of color. And why green? Because the other page already has some glitter of its own, and it's a subtle green, as you can see, so to match that. And then I just stuck some photo mats in all these pockets here. This is a large one, so the pockets go all the way down. And then I made sure to have some sort of a diagonal line here in the circle punches that I used. Now here is a ribbon, and then here is a actual pocket with a photo mat. So a lot of room for photos. Here you can stick, this is a border pocket as well, so you can stick some photos here. The size is approximately 8 by 8. It's a little bit larger, so maybe, well, I'm not sure. I will put the exact size below. Now here you can see I have some finishing to do. I'm planning to do these photo mats and use this somehow. Maybe I do some bow, or I don't know yet. But again, a beautiful page. Use the punch here, and then a ribbon just for decorating. And then there's a pocket here with some photo mats. Again, this is all the paper, so I did not do any of the glitter or the stamping, not at all, so it's a gorgeous paper. Again, the punch here. And look at this gorgeous rose. It has some glitter. And then here, I actually did a large scrap mat. So these are 3 pieces of scraps that I had left. And I used, of course, scraps that fit the color theme. So here is the blue again from this page here. And this one is, I think, from the trees here. And this piece here is from that sheet. So together they form another nice photo mat. Now here's a different color theme. Again, also belonging to the same paper line. All brown colors, beautiful rose here again with the glitter. And I created a flip tag here, so a ribbon pull that I created. Here I put a ribbon and glued some roses from my stash. And you pull the ribbon and you open the flip tag here. So I just had the pattern to continue. And then let's move the album a bit. This piece here, this is a piece of paper that belongs to this sheet. And to embellish it a bit more, because it was rather plain, these are the only things that are in the paper itself. I used a stamp. This is a Keepsake stamp. I stamped it with brown ink, and I put I'll put the stamp ink below. And then this is a part of a butterfly. I used some stickles to focus the attention on the butterfly. So if you look quickly, it seems like it's all part of the same paper. That was my intention, but this is actually a stamp. And then it closes with a magnet. Again, a gorgeous paper. I made another flip tag. This time it will not open like so, but it will turn downward. I put some flowers here. These are Prima flowers. And here I did some stamping again. So this piece here is a stamp. And then I did some heat embossing, and I used Tim Holtz's Distress Powder as a embossing powder. And the color is Aged Mahogany. Now here you can see I tied this flip tag closed with a bow. And I just put a eyelet here. It's a copper colored eyelet. And then you open it. And I put a little rose here actually to cover the back side of the eyelet, because I don't like those. Of course the paper matches this paper here. And the trick that I did here is to put the other eyelet in, not here in the tag itself, but actually in the paper. So you're actually tying this tag to the background paper. I thought that was a neat effect. Okay, so here is another photo mat. This paper again is not from the same paper line. This is Best of Paisleys. I will put the exact name below. And this is a separate sheet from my stash. I don't even know what the brand is, but I thought it matched, especially this paper, pretty well, so thought I'd use it. Okay, this is the last page already. So I chose a red theme with roses. I put some ribbons. This is actually a very broad ribbon here. So I made like a cross. It's across the paper, glued it down with some glue strips, and then I made this interactive piece. Now I have done a tutorial on how to create this piece, especially the closure here, which I call my double circle closure. So please watch my tutorial if you want to create one yourself. And you just open it like so. It's all paper, no magnets, no nothing, no glue, no Velcro or anything. And it opens to show a photo mat, so you can do a beautiful photo here, like some sort of a treasure. And then you close it again, like so, just push it closed. So this is a very neat closure in my opinion. It's quite ingenious if I say so myself. So check out the tutorial. It's not difficult, you just have to work meticulously, but you crafters know that all about that, of course. This is the inside of the back cover. I created a pocket here with some cardstock paper, and then put some of the DCWV's paper here on top of it. I printed my name and handmade, etc. I think I will do one of my handmade charms here. I see that I forgot to glue that down. I will add that. I put that in all my mini albums. You may have noticed that I used copper color, the gold color, the silver colored ones, depending on the color theme of the album. And I try to find as many original ways to incorporate the charm into my mini albums. And it's just a tiny hand and it says handmade, so I'll figure something out for this place here. Now here is a piece of the same broad ribbon here, and I cut along one of the sort of a doily pattern that is already in the ribbon, so I cut along that and just glued the rest of it down here. Then I used some roses of different sizes from my stash, glued them down with hot glue, and here is one of the tiny organza bags, again this time a red one, and I glued that down as well. And then I put a tag here, and it says head of the church. Well, it's all about Jesus. These are the different descriptions or names of Jesus, and this is actually a bookmark, but I thought it was very fitting for such a keepsake album. Oh, and I attached the bag with the bread on the inside. I always do that. It's easier than gluing it down, because with this thin material, if you glue it, the glue will also seep through to the top side of the bag, and then the bag will be glued closed, and you know, it's messy. So I always use brads and try to make it stick like that. And here is of course room for more photos. I just put a photo tag there, but you know, there's room for more. So the moon here is already in the paper, and then I used stickles to make the moon very shiny. So I stickled the entire moon, and I used diamond stickles to add some extra effect. And then the back cover is very simple, with a gorgeous red paper here. So this was my Forever Memories Keepsake album. I hope you liked it. Please let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.